Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In a different area than last time, but I kept forgetting that I really wanted to turn in this fire rod to this kid. And I have a decent feeling the kid might be asleep, so we might have to wait until morning, but I really wanted to turn in this fire rod, so that's gonna be our first goal for the day. Dang kids. Sleeping. Alright, so yeah, we gotta wait until... I think they aren't awake in the morning. They're awake like midday. But yeah, he wanted a fire rod. And then I think someone else wanted an ice rod too, if I remember right. I'll have to look into that. I think it was someone in the forest wanted an ice rod. And I think I got that. Oh. Hello there.
The blood moon rises once again.
Thanks, Zelda. I think I got it. Nice. So that's one thing. Another thing, I went and got a bunch of food, so we should hopefully be good on food for a while. I even made something bad by accident. What else? Got a number of shields and stuff. Just kind of ran around and collected things, and I now have both the ice rod and the fire rod that I needed for various quests. Got a bunch more money, and oh, and I got a boatload of arrows. 313 now, so that's gonna help a lot. Alright, they should be outside somewhere. It is very stormy out here. Was it you? Not you. One of these kids wanted a fire rod. Gotta find them, though. Hold on. Not here. It was adventure log, side quest. Oh yeah, I got a couple other side quests along the way. Someone wants a white horse. Once I get that Sword of Legend, I can finish that one. Cookbook. That's in Hyrule Castle. I thought someone wanted to see it. Yeah, fire rod. Young man named Neb in Hateno Village. He usually runs around here, but I don't know if he'll necessarily be running around while it's like full-on storming as it is. But yeah, those kids. Did they run inside? Yeah, it's you, Neb. You want the fire rod. Isn't that the fire rod? You remember our promise. Thanks, let me see. Go ahead. Dangerous. Wow, it's exactly like the one in the books. Thank you, take this as a token of my thanks. Ah, big money. Don't be so modest. I got it from my grandpa, so think of it as a thank you from him. Which one? Why did the kid want like a fire rod, which was, I would say, a lot higher tier just because it took me forever to find it, and now he wants a Moblin Club from like nowhere? Stupid kid. Alright. Well, the Moblin Club should be an easy one to fulfill regardless. Trying to think if there's anything else that we should try to do. Not particularly. I've got the ice rod, and now that I've used that fire rod, I'll probably break it pretty quick. And we need to find a bloopy at some point. Yeah. Alright, so let's head back. All the way up here. It doesn't look that big when you're all zoomed out like this, does it? But this is a massive amount of area. I was told that The puzzle here with the stars or the constellations looks hard, but it's apparently pretty easy once you know the trick. I'm kind of interested in going back in there and just seeing if I can jog my memory on anything. See if anything makes sense to me. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have anything to do with the actual stars. I'm pretty sure it has to do with the things on the wall. So let me take another look. So the sign here says, "Look to the stars for guidance. The constellations are the key." Now, if you are to look at these things on the wall, that's the only thing I think would make sense, really. Because there's one in front of each of these things, right? And then you compare it to the wall. There's that one, like, simple, like, L-shaped thing. And you can see it up there on the wall a couple times. I'm trying to see if I can see the second symbol. It's like an L shape and then a zigzaggy line. There's one right there. There's 2. 3. So, my guess would be, I'm just noticing this fire rod is like very much grilling my shield here. My guess would be that the number of times that you see the constellation is the number of, like, is the position you put the ball in. I thought about it for a bit. I was, like, rewatching the video and looking at it. And I feel like this might be the case. So that one with the L shape and then the weird squiggle next to it. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, I think 3 of those. Is that right? I'm not sure. Alright, so we might have to do all of them. So there's this one that looks like a big thingy. There's a lot going on there. It's basically a Y shape, but there's a lot going on there. Yeah, there's one. I think there's one of those. And then there's a long thingy with a bit. Which there's one of there. 2. I think there's 2. If this isn't it, I don't know what it is. Hey! Alright. I ended up glancing at a little guide. I didn't look up, like, how to do it. But I was kind of just, like, skimming at a guide to kind of get a hint. And they said it had something to do with, like, the things on the wall up there. So that's kind of how I figured that one out. Now, there is a chest over here. It is locked up. Hey, okay, hold on. There's some more things here. I bet to open that chest, we've got to move them again. So the first one was the L-shaped things. There's now 4 of those. The next one was the weird L with the squiggle. There's 2 of those. So let me adjust that really quick. I did end up reading about that one, I think. 4, and then there's 2. They're like the bonus chest. You had to change the position of the balls. Okay, this next one was the weird Y thing, and then we had the long squiggle. So there's 2 Y things and 1 long squiggle. And that opens that one. There's some cool footage of somebody getting out of one of these shrines. They're actually not that hard, apparently. Like, there's this trick I've seen people do. I don't know which of the lights it is, but there's some light where, depending on how you aim, like, I always see them, they start doing this so they can get the spot right. And then they, like, do, like, a jump like that, and they kind of can hop up on it. And then they can get higher with that. I don't know the exact technique, but they do it easily enough. It seems like if you got it lined up properly. I'm totally not going for my treasure. If you got it lined up properly, it'd be pretty easy to do it. But yeah, people are going out of bounds, and there's like big sections. Ooh, hey there. Except my inventory's full. There's big sections of the map on some of them where they just didn't do anything with them. They're just like empty husks. I thought that was kind of cool, though. I like watching these little Breath of the Wild videos. It's really, there's a lot of people doing really interesting videos. And I know, you know, when new games come out, people do that, like popular games. People will show glitch things, or how to get out of areas, or, you know, ways to do different things, but... Whoops. I think this game in particular is really good for that kind of thing, because there's a lot of games where you jump out of the map, or you do something out of sequence, and you can entirely tell the game designers did not intend you to do that. But there's a lot of points in this game where I'm not really sure, because you see a section and you're like, the game designers may have not wanted me to do that. But they might have wanted me to do that. I don't know. Or that might have been an option that they were going to give me. Oh god, this is laggy. Okay, so while I'm here, let's go do this quest where we show him an ice rod. I think that was you, yep. But you're going to have to equip it. Oh, really? Come on, kid. There you go. Shimmering, sparkling. What a sight to behold. Thank you, Mr. Hero. Your weapon is so amazingly wonderful sparkly. I must give you something as thanks. Ooh, big money. That's good. Clink, sparkle. Alright. I'm pot lid, by the way, for sole purpose of doing this stuff. There we go. Don't worry. I've got a bunch of other random shields that we can use for similar purposes. Ooh, like this night shield with shield guard up. That'll work for a while. So anyway, we need to go down to all these different areas because there's bound to be more trials. We were told there'd be more trials anyway. Oh yeah, and I was told, of course, that the thing you're supposed to follow is the torch's flame. That's how you figure out if the way you're going is right or not. Like, see the direction the wind flows. Oh, you're Mr. Hero, right? You're gonna do the Korok trial, yes, yes? Sure. I knew it. I'd like to ask you a favor then. My little Oki now just set off to do the Korok trial. Normally I'd go along too, but Oki insisted on going alone. I let Oki go, but, well, I'm just getting worried. Could you please follow Oki without being seen? I want to make sure nothing bad happens. Alright. Little stealth, maybe. Don't worry, we got super stealth clothes right now. He is an awful lot hard to see sometimes. Like, I can see his speech bubble better than I can see him a lot. I was about to say I've completely lost track of him. Not only is he a tree-colored fellow, but he's about as tall as the grass, and with all that swirling mist, it's pretty much impossible to follow him if you lose track of him. I guess he makes a noise, but, you know, that doesn't help too much. That honey's tempting. Do you think he'd notice if I shot it down or grabbed it? Oh no, not a tree branch. I don't want that. I think tree branches are like just falling now. Yeah, tree branches are just falling now. Excellent. This stupid kid. You know, the more I've thought about it, though, the more I really like what they did with the Lost Forest in this game. It's so cool. It really is. You know, because it's always like, if, you know, you think about old games, like, you know, I think about Ocarina of Time back when I played it as a kid. And it seemed so massive and so huge, and then you play it now and it's like, wow, there's like nothing. It's such a small field. And I mean, I'm sure, you know, for that period of time it was such a big thing, but you go back, you go back and play Ocarina of Time, and it's just, oh god. You go back and play Ocarina of Time and it just feels so like small and dead. Like there's really not a lot happening in that big Hyrule field. And then you think about the Lost Woods there, and that was just kind of like a series of interconnected rooms, and if you went the wrong way, they teleport you back. Which, nowadays, it's just kind of tedious. There's nothing really cool about it, but it was, I guess it was a neat thing back then. But compared to this, it's nothing. I mean, this is such a cool... Okay, where'd he go? This is such a cool thing. Like, it really is. The swirling mist. It's such a great environment here. I did lose him again. Okay, there he is. And it just contributes so well to this feeling. This kind of... Wolf, please. You don't know I'm here? I have no idea where he went. What? Wait, where are you? Where are you? I don't even see you. Oh, dang it. But yeah, to finish up my thought, it's such a cool environment, and they really captured the idea of the Lost Woods, but using more powerful hardware to really drive home that feeling. It's so cool. And it really captures that feeling that you had as a kid without knowing that it really wasn't that great. Of course, for the time, it was pretty decent. Alright, so I'm going to do this again. But I'm not going to drag you guys through all this, because this is going to take a while, so be right back. Okay, I think this is about where I got caught before, and where I started to lose him. Yeah, there's the wolf. Wolf, I'm gonna need you to back off. Sorry, Mr. Hero's not here to help. Alright, so this is where I lost him. Wait, I think I see... Yeah, he's right there. Oh god, he's coming. He's really, really hard to see, though. In this pale light, the colors are slightly muted, at least his color is. Not that he has a very defining color from the rest of the background. Is he walking really slow right now? There we go. We did it. May have been a bit scary, but we did it. Yeah, I think the prime way to take out that wolf is you want to use a bow, so you can take it out from range without being seen. Is he just going to keep doing that? I don't know. Is it okay to come out of hiding now, or should I just sneak around him? Let's just sneak around him to be safe. I'd hate to lose it right here. You cannot crouch walk up those, can you? That's alright. Ah! Can't take my warp point from me now! That's okay, this was a shrine quest, so I'm pretty sure we're just gonna get something for arriving here. Congrats for making it. Here's your complimentary weapon. Here's your complimentary orb. Now get out of my shrine. Yep, yeah, I see water around here. This is complimentary weapon shrine. Means I'll probably have to drop something else. No, ancient core. Alright, cool. So yeah, I need one more heart. So if I get 2 more spirit orbs, then we'll be good. We can get the Master Sword. I was kind of, when I first started the game, I was thinking, in a game full of weapons that break, the Master Sword is probably going to be one of those that doesn't. Like, that'll be my only weapon that doesn't break. But now knowing that there's some of these weapons, like the Boulder Crusher and that weird spear, I've now come to the realization that this Master Sword could in fact break. And someone might just ask me to come bring them something to make a new one. A new fake Master Sword. So, entirely possible for that to happen. Oh, I thought I was going down to Lake Saria. Obviously not. Now here's a question. Am I going to get out of here? Is it going to whisk me away into the wind? Actually, I think this is the right way. Never mind. Hey, look at me. I'm accidentally going the wrong way. Or right way, I mean. I could warp back, but I feel like at this point, it might just be more fun to run back. Yep, there's contextual tree drop branch. Maybe I'll get something for completing his quest, but I doubt it. I have no idea which way I'm going anymore. Oh, wow. Okay. That's okay, I already did it. Or maybe I was supposed to talk to him when I was done. What if I failed the quest, even though I, succeeded in the path? Oh, man. I failed the quest, but I succeeded. I don't need your reward. I'm done. Get me out of here. I think I was supposed to have talked to the kid. I just kind of felt like that was gonna, fail the quest, and I didn't want to do that. Alright, so... there should be other directions to go as well, I'd think. Although there's a pretty good chance if I try to go somewhere, it's just gonna be like, nah. No, you're not allowed to go that way. Spooky mist for you. Yep. That is looking to be about right. Spooky mist for you. I should look at that thing again. Man, I failed that. That's so annoying. I'll go back and do it one day. Probably not. So there's a test of wood, I did that. The Lost Pilgrimage, I technically did that, but not really. So I might have to go back and do that again. It's kind of an annoying one. And Southwest, Trial of Second Sight. Southwest. Trial of Second Sight. That would be about in this direction, right? I have a feeling if it's one of those kind of quests, though, I'm probably not going to get the full quest done unless I actually... Okay, I think this is the right way. I'm not going to get the full quest done unless I actually go and do it properly. So I might have to go do that in a bit. But anyway, I think this will go to Lake Saria. I think, right? Yeah, I'm heading in the right direction. Frogs! No frog. Hylian seeks to attempt the Korok trial. Is that even allowed? Who cares? Are you here to attempt my Korok trial? Yep, something like that. Yeah, of course. You really want to try it? I guess it was worth asking after all. Let me tell you about the trial. All you need to do is keep going and not get lost in the mist. Easy, right? What's wrong? You don't look very excited. But don't worry, I've got a cryptic little hint for you. The hungry trees will show you the way. Spy their iron to win the day. Spy their iron. So I need to look for the hungry trees. Spy their iron. Oh, the hungry trees have iron in their mouths. So keeping this on is probably what I want to do. They don't want you to take the block out of their mouth. But having cryognosis open will allow you to tell where to go. Man, this is super laggy. Yeah, it runs fine enough when you're not doing the magnesis, but all of the like little lighting and stuff that they're throwing out everywhere because of this just kind of slows it down a lot. I think that's another hungry tree, maybe? Now there's one. Freeze an enemy skull. Keep walking. Here, I'll use the fire one on you next. We don't need these rods anymore. They're not that great. Rusty shield. Alright. Feed me the aid shield guarded by monsters eternal. My brother will repay you in kind. Alright, so if we give him a crappy shield, then we get a reward. Hey look, I see a little raft. And I think that's Lake Saria right over there. Ate it. There you go. Enjoy. And in case you didn't get it, a little hint to get you going. Any hidden treasures? So we could take the raft, or I could just swim it, unless, you know, evil monsters. Here's your resin for that shield. Somewhat worth it. No spooky bog monsters? Please place my chest in my mouth. The shield eater's brother stole it from me. Oh, I see. So you've got to take the chest. Is he going to be mad that we opened it? Quick, put it back in. I mean, here's the thing. We don't really have to put it on the raft. We can just kind of throw it halfway and then pick it up on the other side. The little visual effects of that power really don't work well in here. Eat it. Eat it. It's yours. Don't be upset that the contents are missing. What were you gonna do with that amber anyway? Don't worry about it. You don't want it. It's not yours. I feel like there's gotta be treasure everywhere in these woods. Like, I'm most assuredly have missed quite a couple treasures. You know, just something sitting kind of slightly out of bounds, but they want you to use magnesis to grab it or something. Because for the most part, the Lost Woods has been fairly linear in the route you're allowed to take. Alright, let's see what we get. I mean, if nothing else, the orb's nice. Alright, ancient core. Make something cool with that. That'll put us at 3 orbs, so we're actually just 1 away. I'll have to find some random shrine somewhere, but after that, we good to go. Were there any other shrines that I left that I, like, never completed? I don't think there was. I think it was just... There was one that I... on the Twin Peaks that I left for a short period of time, but I came back to. So I don't think there's any other shrines. There is the one where I have to ride the deer, I assume. We could go back for that one. Let's see. Yeah, so I've got all the trials except for the Lost Pilgrimage. So I'm going to have to go back and do that. So if you give me just a moment, I'll be back. That is a little bit tedious, I'd have to say. Oh, fish! I missed my chance to fish. That's a little bit tedious, but I'll get it right this time. I can only assume I have to talk to him when we get to the end. Alright, so I did a save before this. And we're finishing up now. This is actually the second time I've done this because I screwed up the first time. So I did a save in case we've done this wrong somehow. We're gonna wait till he starts jumping. Okay. Let's go talk to him. Yeah, I made it. I finished the trial. Well, who's there? Hey, are you that hero guy? You know, Mr. Hero. Guess what, Mr. Hero? I did the trial all by myself. Aren't I brave? Oh yeah, you're probably here for the shrine. The great Deku Tree said the monk's blessing is waiting in the shrine ahead. Why don't you go take a look? Believe me, I already have. Alright. Report back to Chico. So yeah. Regardless of whether you have been to all of these shrines, you still have to complete the following him without getting seen and then talk to him at the end without going into the shrine and resetting his position. Otherwise, it doesn't count. I'm not saying that they did like a bad job, but they could have made it so once he started his little jumping animation, once you got close enough to the shrine, it would instantly put you into a cutscene talking to him rather than having the ability to avoid it like I did. Not a great move, in my opinion. What? You finished all the trials? Whew, that's amazing. You're so cool. Now it's only a matter of time before you're able to pull out the Master Sword. Hurry up and show us what you've got. Ah, I know that look. You want me to give you something since you visited all the places, don't you? I guess I have no choice. I'll give you my treasured item. 3 big hearty truffles. Trading a dish cooked with that big hearty truffle. It'll soothe all your aches and pains and then some. I'm not pulling your branch here. Just try it for yourself. Alright. Bye! So I got a couple of those done. You gotta find a Gerudo, name Inzid's son, Fang and Bone, talk to Kalima. Goblin Club. Here, we should focus on Shrine Quest, really. We should go back and try to do this. I'm trying to think of specifically where this is at. When a dark light resides in the cursed statue's eyes, pierce its gaze to purchase the seal from the shrine. That's at Fort Hitino. Which isn't exactly a large area, so I might be able to find it if I look around. I might have seen it before and just missed it. And then if nothing else, I could go for that one. Because I think other than getting the sword out, we've pretty much extinguished most of the things to do here. I think Hitino Tower is going to be the closest one for us. And we'll glide down from there. I'm not exactly mad about that section. I don't know. Slightly disappointed, maybe? But here's the thing, that could be an easy thing to fix, you know? That's like, I mean, I don't know a lot about video game coding, but I feel like that can't be more than, you know, setting up a little barrier around the shrine or something, and if you get close enough to the shrine, then it triggers that dialogue cutscene with him. It doesn't seem like it'd be a hard thing to fix. But I don't know, maybe other people picked it up faster than I did. There's like this whole section over here that I've never been to. Or at least I don't think I've been to. Like, what's that down there? You should investigate that too. Any Korok puzzles? Oh! Just happened to accidentally stand on top of an Igneo Talus. Not Igneo, just a regular Talus dude. Stone Talus. Can't climb upside down. Man, this sledgehammer is so much damage. It's like got massive damage up. I think it's the one I got from that chest. That's just pure profit right there. That's like 1,000 rupees worth of stuff. Easy peasy. There was some kind of advanced... I remember I came across it at one point. In fact, I think it was on the other side of the Dueling Peaks. It was between... the Dueling Peaks Tower? Or not... What was that tower called? Not Dueling... Was it Dueling Peaks Tower? Yeah. Between Dueling Peaks Tower and Kakarika Village. It was like right here or something. Something like that. Let me, switch my weapon back. I don't even know what I was using. Oh yeah, Fire Rod. Trying to get rid of it. Dang it. Wow. Very effective. You're not the bloopy thing they want a picture of, right? You're called a choo-choo, I would assume. Yeah, you're a choo-choo, so you're not a bloopy. We're looking for some other creature for a bloopy. Maybe there's treasure hidden at the bottom of this. There's certainly a lot of fish if I wanted to go fishing. The manly way, of course. Nothing right off. It's weird. I figured there'd be, figured there'd be something hidden under it. I don't know. But yeah, just like that and other examples I could make. There's huge sections of these areas that I've already, you know, quote unquote cleared that I'm probably not coming back to. That I just haven't been to. There's massive amounts of things that I haven't seen in this game. Oh god. Come on, Link. You're disappointing me here. Like that little shelf over there. I have no idea what's over there. Could be nothing. Could be amazing treasures beyond my wildest dreams. Maybe I'll find that final piece of the climbing suit. Which is totally probably somewhere in this area. Considering that I found the rest of the pieces somewhere in that area. That's how you cook goat. That's how you make a seared steak. Nope, he just made the bees mad. Nope. Made the bees mad. Did the bees just hit each other? I think the bees just hit each other. That's pretty cool. How'd they do that? The cursed statue. What's this area? I don't think I've been over there before. That is Fort Hitino, right? Yeah, that is Fort Hitino. It's telling me it's up here, though. Let's go take a look. I don't really know exactly where it's having me go. No. Sorry, goat. Not today, you don't. You gotta scare the wildlife. You don't want them getting too comfortable with you. It's actually kind of surprising how much that I've seen, like, people trying to get out of bounds with that little shield flip works. Like, it does some work. Yeah, I've never been back here before. That's hot. What are you doing here? Do you not feel like talking to me? Clearly not. There we go. Another sliding shield. Stay away. Please do not come any closer. Oh, well, you're a little bit upset about that, I see. When a dark light resides in the cursed statue's eyes, pierce its gaze to purge the seal from the shrine. Been pondering the dark light mentioned here for some time, and I must admit I'm stumped. Light can't be dark, obviously, unless... Whoops, can't go divulging my research before I publish it now, can I? When a dark light resides in the cursed statue's eyes. What does that mean? Realize something about this cursed statue. Can only refer to a dreadful variety of doll with the ability to influence one's behavior. A voodoo doll? What do you mean by that? Got any other tips? Huh. Oh, I am thoroughly stumped. I kind of figured it'd be easy as finding the statue and then shooting it in the eye. I didn't think there was going to be other steps to this. At least I can get something here. Oh, except I have no apples. Any apple trees around? Wow. Well, we will have to do this another time when I've got another apple. Take that for now. Nothing back here? No. Alright, well that one will be investigated later, I suppose. That's not what I wanted to do. Anyway, I can go on to the other one, which I've cleverly marked with a star, and I have no warp points anywhere near. It's gonna be my closest one. At Kakariko Village. Where I'm supposed to, assumedly, ride a deer. A male deer with antlers, I should say. So putting on some stealth clothes is probably the way to go with that. When a dark light resides in a cursed statue's eyes. Do they mean maybe at nighttime or on like a blood moon possibly? That's a good one. I don't know. We are going to go ahead and put on stealth clothes because I most certainly am going to forget it by the time I get to where I'm going. And we will change our active quest to be that one. Oops. So, turn around, go that way. Yeah. Alright, and I will see you guys over there because it is going to take me probably about 5 minutes of walking to get there. Alright, so I've got one right here. We're going to try it. I don't know how close I have to be to the area. I don't even know exactly where the area is. I think it was somewhere in that direction. In fact, I think I can see it actually. So once we get the deer, we'll ride in that direction. I've yet to actually have tried this for real. Without it being, you know, an accident, so... I don't know how easy this is gonna be. Come on, deer. Come on. Dang. Okay. We're gonna try that deer. It doesn't have as much places it can run. I think the sneaking up on the deer thing doesn't work as well. Okay. Oh, I got it. Got the deer. Come on, deer. Give it some move. seems very upset about what we're doing to him. So this would be like the beast with a crown of bone. Would be my best assumption, you know, deer, right? It said something about mounting it, if I remember right. Okay, this deer is a terrible ride. I still remember the time I tried to register a bear. I should try to register a deer, too. Okay, deer. We're, like, literally almost there. I don't need you to do this to me. Alright, cool. You ever seen someone ride a deer before, Bird? I think not. I've never seen anyone ride a deer. I don't even know if it's possible. They'll probably gore you to death before you manage to do it. But there's big, scary antlers they got. I get it now? The crown of bone refers to antlers. Of course that's a mountain buck. Those majestic creatures are a bit like the kings of the forest, aren't they? Your exploits here could be their own heroic song, you know. Take care, and may the light illuminate your path. Alright, so... Oh, cannot assassinate the deer. I was just thinking, like... Assassinate the deer, right? Sorry, dear. No one gets a free ride here. Except me. I fought one of the Yiga clan guys, so I got their cool scythe again. They're cool, completely worthless scythes because they do, like... I don't know, maybe 20 hits and they break. But they're kind of cool looking. And they drop bananas. And that should be... That should get me to the hearts I need. And there was a statue in the forest itself, so we can travel to the forest and get everything done, really. Pull out the sword, probably get a bit more story. Maybe like a mission of where to go next, or, you know, just keep circumnavigating. Really? This was a shrine quest. I thought it was just gonna give me, you know, stuff. I didn't know I was gonna actually have to do things. Oh, well. It's alright. Okay, that moved a platform. Oh, I think I got it. Hold on. That will rotate the platform 90 degrees. That will... activate the platform? Alright. Not entirely sure what that's for, but it does. Thunderblade. Alright, cool. I like Thunderblade. Do we need the block? We might need the block. Of course. This again. Oh, I see. Alright, let's try something really quick. The hardest part about this whole project is trying to hit this thing while there's a thing over there. There's a couple ways we could go about this. And I think I know how we're gonna do it. Oh, by the way, I was watching last episode. I went and rewatched it back. I didn't, one of my bombs didn't destroy the other. One of the bombs hit the reset button for the, hit the reset button for the switch, and that's what messed up the whole process that I was doing. So. Oh, is there... Hold on. Does this have anything to do with anything? I don't think it does. No. I don't know. Anyway, I've got a multi-part plan here. It's gonna work out fantastically. Oh, I see. You can't really get the process started without doing that. Okay, that's kind of clever. Alright. Then we will shoot that. Switch to stasis. Let me make sure I'm doing this right before I keep going. Hit left bumper. I didn't step on the button first because I am a grade A idiot. Okay, so that does blow up both of the bombs. That's okay. It's okay. I step on the button first, then stasis the button, and then go forward with my plan. Although, don't do this yet. We only need one bomb over here. We need one bomb. We use the box the first time, error the second, and bomb the third time. Alright, stasis. See, we're teasing it now. We're teasing it now, but this is my favorite way to do these puzzles. See, you're supposed to put the block over here. I'm actually a really big fan of the fact that stasis can hold down buttons, because it allows you to do things in ways that they very much did not want you to do them. I mean, it's always, of course, well, they intended you to learn that, but there's a lot of these puzzles that are very obviously set up to use. They give you a box, and they give you a button, and you're supposed to put the box on the button. But you can skip putting the box on the button if you stasis the button. And you don't need the stasis for something else, obviously. That's how they'd get you. If you needed the stasis for something else, then you'd have to use the box and the button. But otherwise, just push it down, stasis the button, and you're good to go. Alright, cool. Keep in mind, this is all hearsay. The 13 hearts thing, you may know that is in fact correct. And I'm pretty sure it's correct, because, but I haven't actually done it myself, so if I read something wrong, then we might die right here. But that's okay. That's what saves are for. And, I don't know. I can laugh at it again. But I think it said 13 hearts was all I needed, so you'll definitely find out in just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so 13. Let's go cash in my tokens and get a cool prize. Alright, let's go see. I know the game will auto-save, but still, we'll give myself an extra save just in case. Maybe put on slightly more heroic-looking armor than this. Because we gotta look cool. So first off, let's put on a night shield. Night shields are cool. Little banged up, but it's alright. We'll put on Cool looking royal bow. We're gonna get a new weapon, so I should probably get rid of something. But, I don't know. Royal broadsword, maybe? That looks pretty heroic. Oh yeah, and then clothes. Gotta get on cool clothes. Otherwise, it's not worth it. What do you think? I really like how this outfit looks. With this whole set like this, but, you know, I think the champion's tunic's fairly interchangeable with the set. At least visually. It looks cool. And the rest of the armor is varying degrees of looking cool, but I really like how this set looks. It looks like a lone wanderer kind of character, which I think your character kind of starts off as. It's really cool. Alright. Let's go for it. No death. Only victory. And you pull it out at the last quarter heart. Excellent. That's kind of what I figured would happen. You know, to really freak you out and make you think you're actually about to die, even if you have 13 hearts and have enough. Actually, that Master Sword looks pretty great. All the promotional footage shows kind of like a cracked Master Sword looking thing. It's really rusty.
For you. Until then, you shall rest safely here.
Yeah, like that. That's what it looks like in all the promotional
The
footage.
slumber of restoration will most certainly deprive him of his memories. Please trust me when I say that I know he will arrive before you yet again.
If I may be so bold, what is it that you are planning to do next, Princess?
The Master Sword. I heard it speak to me. It seems that my role is unfinished. There is still something I must do.
I sense there is great strength in your dedication.
Great Dekutri, I ask of you, when he returns, can you please relay this message? Tell him
Now then, words intended for him would sound much better in the tones of your voice, don't you think?
Yes.
There's your promo footage right there. So that scene took place after she dropped us off at the Shrine of Restoration. Yeah. Oh yeah, look who's cool now.
What you just saw happened where you stand 100 years ago. After you were separated from the sword, the princess thought to bring it here, where she knew that it would be safe under my watch. She continues to fight, trapped deep within the confines of Hyrule Castle. Her heart cascades with faith that you will return. She has a smile like the sun. I would do much to feel its warmth upon me once again.
You got the Master Sword. Which doesn't do a lot of damage, surprisingly. I was wondering about this, you know. that I was worried it would be a little bit too powerful, and for the rest of the game, any other item you used would just be, like, pale in comparison to it. So I was wondering how they were going to handle that. The legendary sword that seals the darkness. Its blade gleams with a sacred luster that can oppose the calamity. Excuse me. Ugh. Only a hero of the sword itself may wield it. That blade is a name. It is the Master Sword. When used against Calamity Ganon, or those tainted by his malice, it will become suffused with a holy light. At such times, the true power of the sword will manifest. But be warned, do not rely too much on its power. If you wield it without need, its power will be exhausted and it will no longer be of use to you. Should this happen, you must wait for the sword to recover. Oh. It would be rash to rely on the sword alone to defeat Ganon. I suggest you free the divine beast before facing him. So... Alright. So basically, if you use it too much, it's going to start to get damaged. I was wondering, I was hoping that they would teach us, like, what happened to the sword. Maybe they still will. About how it got into that sorry state, but it appears that resting it here recovers it over time. I mean, it's cool looking. But I guess we just drop it down here if it's broken and we can't use it. Can you throw it? Oh! Hold on. You don't throw the sword, it shoots light beams! Does that use durability on it? It does. It's not a new item anymore. So it seems like an item that you will have the ability to regenerate if you need to, if you end up using it too much. What am I taking? Oh, ew, no, get it out of my inventory. And it's not obscenely powerful. I mean, I'm sure it's, like, super powerful against the dark creatures and stuff, but it's not obscenely powerful against regular enemies. It's fairly okay compared to some of the stuff we had before, but most of my weapons surpass its damage a little bit. It does look cool, though. Alright. That's really cool, though. I like that a lot. And it's less of a massive event than I thought it would be. I'm sure it'll, be useful for defeating the final boss. And maybe anything that's, like, really evil or something, but... Usually it's a little bit of a bigger deal. I don't know. Anyway, I'm looking at the clock. I think we're about an hour and a half in, and I think this is a good spot to stop. I do. So next time... we're going to explore the areas around the woodland area here. We've already explored all of this, so we can go out... kind of do a run around this area, check out Mikar Island and Lake Mikar, and the ruins, and the Badlands, and that mountain, and finally kind of swoop down this way. Then we have the option to go to either of these areas. We'll probably do up here. But yeah, next episode is going to be pretty much entirely exploration of this kind of area around the Great Hyrule Forest. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. That was a good bit of fun. And I will see you next time for some more Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Bye!